What's up? What's up? What's up, my guys? All right, so 6:24 a.m. Monday, June 29th. I'm at work, like I said on Mondays. Um, wow. So I watched the trade recap from my Discord, and it is it's officially January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Wow. This is officially, we're done 6 months into the year. So we're halfway into the year, and they opened my eyes a little bit on my Discord. This is time to tighten up on all past mistakes. Okay, the ending of last year, I was learning. The beginning of this year, I was learning. And right now, I feel like I have a grasp on what I need to do, and I understand what I need to do. I've had times where I was consistently making money. I've had times where I consistently was not. Last week was a good week. It was a great week. And last week I was just letting my trades come to me, and just refining all of my mistakes. So I want to continue to do that this week. So with that being said, my game plan going into this week is, make sure this is still live. All right, yeah. My game plan going into this week is basically, or into today. So right now we have this trend on the 15 that unless we break it right here on open, it's being respected. Maybe we'll wick off it. Maybe we continue down. We have this trend that we're respecting. So if we continue to respect it, I'm looking to follow the trend into calls or longs, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm looking at right here, I'll go on the 4 hour for my levels. I'm looking at above 800, and yeah, I'm looking at above 800. If we can get above 800, 29,800, we have room into around 927, and then after 30,000, which is a very key psych level at that. So if we can get a break above, I'll zoom in on the 1 hour. If we can get a break above 800, and on the 2 minute, if I can get my consolidation break or a break and retest, one or the other, that's pretty much a consolidation break or a break and retest on the 2 minute at that 800 level, showing me that buyers are pushing upwards, then I will enter long. And that's the bullish game plan. And right now, as we are falling, we're breaking the trend line, which honestly, I think the downside, if we were to break this trend line, is a much cleaner setup than to the upside, just because on Friday it was so choppy. And then, no. Yeah, Friday I didn't trade, right? It was just too choppy. I just didn't really see what I wanted. And then on Thursday, after we had the big push down, we ended up chopping as well. That it was just like sideways, consolidation. So with that being said, that's why I'm like longs. I kind of had to just look at the chart, and just see if it was something that I trusted or if I should just wait until the 30,000. But if we are able to continue upwards, I do like the setup, just because the close that we had here, and then the 1 hour, and then also the wicks. So it's telling me where price can get to if we get above, and then also that's where I just wait and see if I have my setup, the 2 minute consolidation break or the break and retest. It is 628. And then basically to the downside, what I'm looking at is very, very simple. It would be a uptrend, a bullish trend line break, and I would like puts below 573. The reason 573 is because on the 4 hour, you see this is support, resistance. We got up, held the level. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Would I take calls at the 573 level if we potentially play a bounce? That's actually a good question. I would say no. The reason I would say no is because we broke the trend line. So then at that point, I'm more looking for puts. So I'd like to see if price can give me what I wanted. Since we broke the trend line, I would like to imagine if we broke the trend line that, it looks like we're coming back up. This is going to be very important to see where we close. But I would like to imagine that I would like to imagine if we broke the trend line that, yeah, we're pushing lower. Yeah, my bad, brain fart. Just kind of looking at it. So this is my game plan. I think one thing I need to focus on this, for the rest of my trading career, is really letting my trades come to me and not trying to force anything. I don't see, the thing is with today, it kind of like, market's about to open here in 10 seconds, but I just kind of had to just really look at it and pay attention to the levels. But that's why I like the downside potential more, just because it was cleaner. But I do trust my levels on the upside potential as well. Just Thursday's choppiness kind of, But right now it looks as though we're breaking. And right now, as we're approaching, that was very fast. I was thinking, I was like, that looked like could be a rejection potentially off the support right here, but that happened so fast. Here we are approaching my level right now, where buyers might pick it up right here. Yep. So now, right now, this has happened very, very fast. I'm not going to enter off this first 2-minute candle. I'm going to let things play out, at least for a little bit, and I'm going to wait for my setup, which would look something like this, actually, funny enough. And this would be a consolidation break. But the thing is I like to wait on the close on the 2-minute. That's why I like to use it, because it lets me feel a little bit more. I like the 2-minute because it lets me be patient, but at the same time, I'm still kind of aggressive in a way, in a sense where it's like, instead of waiting for a 5-minute candle close, that takes forever for me, But if I wait for a 2-minute close, it kind of gives me like a little bit more confirmation. Maybe it doesn't really do shit. Maybe it just makes me feel better. But personally, if it makes me feel better, then I'll rock with it. But I'm going to keep forward testing it as well as back testing it. But so far, it's been working. Like right now, if I were to wait for that 2-minute close, then I would be good like I'm doing now. But if I would have just sold below here, I'd be stopped out. So as you see, we bounced off that level there, pushing back up. Then again, I just want to look at this as well. Price is always looking to take money. You know what I'm saying? I was also just trying to look at this trend line as well. So I'm going to look at the 1 hour. Just try to make sure everything is how I like it. Because the thing about trend line is you can literally just always change it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you really see the market? Yeah, I think a key thing here is not to force anything. That looks a little bit better, kind of. On the 15, it's a little skewed. But yeah, it looks like we got some liquidity here. So this does show that the level is valid, you know what I'm saying? On my downwards, my support level was valid, which I knew that I trusted that level a lot. I trust my resistance as well as we're approaching it. But yeah, let me zoom in here on the 15. I'm also just gonna look at SPY. And yeah, SPY, the resistance level is very, very clear. Very much clear. So as we approach, just gonna be waiting for that and then wait for my setup right now. I hope that old guy don't come in again, because he came in mad early, like 6:35. I don't know, that shit was annoying. And also, while I'm at work, I try to low-key just limit my exposure to just the, my main instrument, as in just like NQ. I don't want to be at work looking for options charts and things like that. Honestly, I think one thing I do like about futures that I low-key was trying to do with options anyway was just trade QQQ or SPY, or even just one, and then shit, that was crazy stutter. Obviously, I'm gonna do that. Just trading QQQ, you don't have to be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now we just wait. Let me zoom in a bit here. Approaching pre-market resistance. Yeah, that 770 level is there. Like, should I move my level to 775? I think because it is valid, it just looks better to me, honestly, right now. Because when you see the rejection here, and then also I'm looking back here. This is where we rejected here, out above. Boom. Yeah, I like this better level, actually better. And I'm sorry for changing that mid play, but genuinely, I think. Okay, then I go to the 4 hour and I'm looking at here. So right now, we're not going to try and force this shit right now. So I'm just move it to 800 because that's better for me. Don't force it. That's what I'm trying not to do right now, especially because it's kind of weird. The key is here not to force anything, because you don't have to trade, you know? You really don't have to trade. All right, based off the 4 hour, I like that level much more. 800. This is my OG level anyway. But yeah. That was my OG level. My bad for moving it and shit. I'm just... Alright, we're gonna let this candle play out. It's cold, man. No wonder my read was a little tough, even the market's having some indecision right here. But I think this is just a good view on our support and resistance being valid levels. Because obviously we couldn't get below here, and we couldn't get below here, and we couldn't get above here. So. It's like on the 15, I feel like it's more accurate to move this down. I just feel like that looks better. Then on the 1 hour, I'm like, nah. I'm gonna just trust the 1 hour. Getting some volume to the upside now. Price respecting the, oh no, I already disrespected the trend line. It's like the trend's not even valid no more. It's there. Something like this, nigga, I don't know. Made a higher low. Everything odds are leaning into buyer's favor if we can get above this level 750. I'm not gonna enter, but that's what it's looking like. Get above 750. Looks like buyers are still controlling out there. Sellers, this is sellers right here. And buyers took it over after that. So consolidation. Can't get above that level, 752. There it is, it's above. Can it hold? Here we go. Got some action. Go back to 5. Also, I just want to look at SPY real quick. SPY's above, huh? Oh shit. Okay, SPY. Okay, SPY Keisha. 2 minutes left on this candle on SPY. Do we get a close above here on SPY? 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Closed above. Okay, SPY Keisha. Little baddie. Oh, it's holding. Okay, SPY Keisha. Whoa, 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 whoa! They not rocking with each other. Okay, Q, you go follow yo. Don't do that little thing. Like y'all not gonna rock with each other. Y'all not rocking with each other today. I'm good here though. You know, I'm away from my 800 level. You know. Okay. Okay. Well, here come. That was a little quick. All right now. All right. Hold on, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute, man. Wait. Oh, hold on. Okay. 8 points away. Oh. Okay. Okay. Probably about to do another little pivot. Go jump up 30 points right now. Do it. You know you want to. You know you want me. I'm just gonna. Realistically though, Spy held that level very, very well. Yep, that's my level. That's my level right there, baby. That's a good level. That's what I love to see. Good level. That's a good level right there. That's what I like to see. This is also a good level too right here, but I'm good. All right, we got the break. 35 seconds for the close. So I want to wait and see how we react here. Let me make sure I got everything for when I gotta clock out. Phone, keys, wallet, AirPods, storage, chopsticks, right? Was Spies looking good still? That's the wrong chart. 6 seconds for the close. So let's see how we react here. Can we hold? Looks more like a rejection on the 5. See, this is where like what last month? Was that last month? This is where last month I would have entered on the breakout. And then I would have got faked out and I would have been stopped out. Literally last month that's what would have happened. I would have been like, we got the close. But I think when I went, okay, hold on. I want to wait for the close here. I'm not gonna lie, because that was crazy. But it looks, if we could hold. I'm gonna just wait for the close because this is crazy. But if we could close like this, I would like to enter. I'm trying not hard not to enter right now, but I'm gonna just be patient. Let's just see. It's saying a consolidation break or a break and retest. It's okay if you don't trade. It's okay. Just watch. What are the charts telling you? But I have a 5-minute close here. We can close here and push up. I like that. Personally, I would like that if we can. 35 seconds for the close. We're losing volume here. But you got to remember on the higher time frame and SPY, we're above the level, so we're still valid. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for my entry point to see if we can get that. One thing as well is it's about to be 7, so I'm gonna have to clock off soon in about 5 minutes. So just like that whole thing. And also I don't like trading in the car, so there's a potential I might miss the move in the transition from my house to, that was a rejection, in the transition from my house to what's it called, but it's okay. And the reason I wouldn't take like puts here is just because I like to follow the trend or a trend break, and on the higher time frame this is just still an uptrend. We just couldn't hold above, just a wick, you know. So just waiting, I guess that's where you could say like just waiting for my 2-minute setup helps me. As you heard me earlier, I was trying to breathe. There's me trying to control myself and not enter based on what I think will happen, but more so just me trying to be confident in my game plan and enter off what I've seen in my playbook and what I know has worked for me in the past. So yeah, that's just, I mean, this is just the real struggle of me as a trader, just trying to control myself and control my emotions and just stick to my plan. Also, I noticed something here that we are kind of holding this level here. Oh, look at SPY. There's actually a beautiful level hold. Kind of. Is this a consolidation break? If we could close above, I would like to enter with a stop below here. Because this is nice volume. But let's see. Yeah, it's a 5-minute like consolidation break damn near. As far as my setup. If we can get above, but if we can't make a new high, then it's an equal low. This is consolidation. I'm trying not to enter here. Honestly, I have to wait for the close because that's just what's helped me. I literally was talking about it earlier, talking about, yeah, the 2-minute close helps me, blah, blah, blah. And then not waiting for it would kind of just be going against my whole thing. So I'd rather miss the move by not waiting for the 2-minute close than entering now and getting an aggressive entry. Even though maybe we might pop up. According to SPY, we look pretty good, but still just gotta prove to me that I want to enter. Plus, we got this 30,000 level coming up soon anyway. What I do like is that we are above this level. It's 800. That was my key level here earlier, so I'm gonna take this way. It's kind of distracting because this is really the level I wanted to hold above. Honestly, price is holding above, so like we can hold above here. My stop is below. You know what I'm saying? This looks like a nice consolidation break. If we can close above, that's cause for my entry, honestly. The consolidation break. Holding the level, which is nice. SPY is still above that level, but we just can't get above that level there. That resistance. It's holding, but just because it hold, it's going to have to go somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But we still just can't get above it, so. And we're holding too. See, this is means for a good entry right now, but because I'm at work, I'm not going to do it, honestly. The reason I said good entry is because, I mean, it's at my level. As you see, I probably would have been stopped out there depending on where my stop is. But I guess my stop will be here if I were to enter here. But because I'm at work, I'm just going to let it play out because the last thing I want to do is get in a trade and have to, you know, hold it and things like that and not be able to stream it. But I would have been stopped out here anyway, so. This looks like we rejected that level. 800. We couldn't close above 800 on the 5. Even on the 2 minute though, we closed above it. Just wasn't my strat. I didn't have a break and hold. Even still, we kind of held it, but just that wick was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? This wick. It's like buyers didn't have full control. Like, why'd you even let it get that low? Maybe if we would have continued higher, I would have entered, but because we would have held the level, but whatever. Here we are approaching the trend line again. If I see us hold the trend line, I'll take calls. See, but then I'm at work. But that isn't my strat. Literally, I was reviewing last week, literally. What do we? It was like literally this setup. I would go look at it, but like we're literally right at the level. What do we? Holy shit! Statue of Widowy. I'm gonna wait for the close here though. But if we could close below it, I would take calls here. I would. Targeting here. I'm gonna just wait for the close though. If we pop up, then I miss it. But it does look good. There's my relief. Oh shit, it's 56. I didn't even know. Holy shit. Statue of Widowy. Fuck. Are you coming back below? Damn, I'm gonna have to end the stream. Alright, y'all boys, man. As we approach my level, I'm gonna holla at y'all later. Morning.